Well, thank you. And joining us now is Bishop David Choby of Nashville, Tennessee, and we're so happy to have you with us, Bishop.
I'm delighted to be with you. Thank you for the invitation.
Maybe if you could just start off by talking and telling us a little bit about yourself and your sort of beginnings.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm one of the few bishops in the country that is a bishop of his own native diocese. I was born and reared in Nashville, baptized at the cathedral, went to the cathedral grade school, and ultimately I was ordained a bishop in the cathedral of the Diocese of Nashville.
Wow.
So I've spent my whole life there, been bishop there for almost 5 years. And wonderful town, wonderful diocese, and great people.
And maybe if you could talk about that too, having the unique aspect of actually living in the diocese and being a priest there, and then sort of taking over the diocese as well. How has that helped you in your?
Well, certainly, one of the great advantages of it is that the lay of the land, as one would say. And I've got a lot of contacts in Nashville. I've been in several different parishes, and through the years, I've made great friends with a number of families and individuals in the community. And it's those relationships that are really kind of life-giving, to be a part of living the life of faith together with people that you know so well. It makes it both pleasant and also, I think, easier.
Now, we're here at the Bishops' Conference in Baltimore, and maybe if you could speak on that, about the bishops coming together, how important it is to sort of meet and talk about the issues that are facing the church here in the United States.
I think one of the things that is the case with regard to these meetings is that it's an opportunity for the bishops to find themselves reaffirmed, in the mission and the ministry that has been entrusted to them with regard to teaching the Catholic faith. Many of us have known each other for a number of years, and we enjoy each other's company. But I think that the presence of most of the bishops of the United States, again, reflects that unity, of the life of the Church. That's one of the aspects of that I enjoy, is the fact of the presence of bishops from the other rites of the Catholic Church. So we come together and reflect upon, pray about, the issues that the Church is facing, and I think are better prepared to respond to the needs of our people back in our dioceses. So I noticed this morning Archbishop Zombie, the Apostolic Nuncio to the United States, spoke on the topic of evangelization, and he repeated twice a statement that Pope Benedict made at the Mass of installation as the successor of St. Peter. And I've often thought about it and used it in homilies in which Pope Benedict says that the Church is ever young. So with that statement of faith, the prospect of a new evangelization for our culture, has its meaning, that the Church is always being given a new birth by the movement and the life of the Holy Spirit. So the bishops coming together, we hear this message and we know it's true, and we embrace it. But being together, we are re-energized, if you will, in order to proclaim the faith.
There's many issues that you talk about during the course of the meetings as well too, but has any come to forefront some of the issues that you'll be discussing this time around, or are there any things that are sort of coming? I know, for instance, another movement that's been going on too is the whole idea of welcoming Catholics back into the Church, and I know that's something that's been going on as well, and talks about evangelization.
And I think that something like CatholicTV is really critically important in that regard, because it affords various individuals, bishops, laypersons, it affords them the opportunity to speak about that, the chance to reconsider one's relationship with the Church. And there are reasons why people find themselves separated from the Church, but nonetheless still very much attached to the church and attracted to the church, and it's of the very nature, of the life of the church to be a means for reconciliation. Obviously, it's important to us as bishops for people to know the richness of the faith, the promise that is received, in the life of faith, and to be able to extend to individuals, for whatever reasons may be the sense of separation, to extend the invitation, to reconsider that relationship and come to receive what the church is able to give by way of reconciliation.
We thank you for being here, Bishop. And if you want to, I know you have a great website as well. If you want to throw that out there for anybody traveling through Nashville to stop in into one of the local parishes.
Nashville is known as one of the most hospitable cities in the country.
There you go.
So we'd be delighted to welcome visitors to our parishes.
Well,
and thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
We thank you, Bishop. And we're going to take you back now to the rest of This Is the Day.